Brr. It's like 10 degrees out here this morning with a wind chill of like -10, they said. And I have just discovered that I'm not wearing enough clothes to be out here. It is freaking cold. We're not used to this stuff down here. But I'm going to take advantage of everything being frozen as long as the excavator tracks are not frozen. Somebody forgot to shovel the tracks off, so there's a good chance they are, but I'm going to start it up and see. Make sure it's not frozen to the ground and see if I can't do a little more clearing over there. Brr. Finally got the machine warmed up here some. Got the tracks broke loose. They were frozen pretty good. Had about 3 inches of mud frozen to the bottom of them, so that kind of took a little bit of twisting and turning to get that broke loose. And made my way over here behind the burn pile to finish clearing the back side of the pond where the pond dam is going to go. Got a couple big trees here for this side. Take down and get broke up. Lay into the burn pile. It'll probably burn pretty good now that it's not raining, but it is Christmas Eve and I don't want to burn on Christmas Eve and smoke out any of the neighbors, so I'll wait till next time, next week. I'll give this a little bit more time to dry out, maybe burn just a little bit better. This hardwood stuff, once it gets into the winter, it really doesn't get too sappy. It actually dries out pretty good. Pile these up right here on the back side for now, because I'll probably set the other side on fire, as that's where I tried starting it the other day, so that's probably the driest spot. This is probably the tallest tree I've got to take down, so everything else should break up pretty good. Just it's not working today. Was really hoping that that would have caught on fire yesterday. No, 2 days ago when I tried burning that. This stuff's just still so green, and it started to rain. Didn't have time to catch up. That way I wouldn't have had a big pile right here, but also it would still be hot enough where I couldn't put it on there because it would catch back on fire, so I guess it's probably a good thing. This poplar is so brittle being so cold. Little branches just break up into little giblets. up outside, but it's just too cold to get out of this warm machine. And GoPros don't like the cold. Probably die after about 3 or 4 minutes. I even bought some of those extreme weather batteries for it. They just don't really seem to like very extremely hot temperatures and below freezing too much. And it is well below freezing. Well below freezing. Trees down and get this a little bit better set up so that I can lay this stuff on here a little bit better than all crisscross, trying to get it like that. Getting some more brush piled up onto the pile here. This is everything that I actually cleared from the when I moved the fence over there about 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna lay that more towards where I'm going to start the fire at, minus these stumps. Just a smaller brush, and being a little drier, it might burn a little bit better. Knocking down. This is going to be about center of the pond dam, I think. Somewhere around this facility. Karate chop. I am easy. That root, I don't know where that root ended up at. I am liking all this clay I see. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but I'm not. There's a huge quartz vein that runs through that next hill over there. And I was kind of hoping I was going to get into some of it because I want to dig up a bunch of those. I mean, they're really nice white rocks. And use those around the pond. I may run into some, I don't know. But I think what I may end up doing is going over there and picking an area. I'm also glad I didn't run into them because I didn't want to have to deal with all that rock because I'd probably get a whole lot more than I really bargained for. But what I think I'm going to do is go over there into that hillside, pick an area where I kind of see them at, and dig a hole and get right many of them out, and then just use some dirt from the pond here to fill the hole back in. Is kind of what I'm thinking. If I don't run into any up there, there's a very good chance that I will up there, but from what I see down here, I've not hit the first one, so I don't think rock is going to be a problem right here. So that's a good thing. The more rock you have, the better case you have for leaks, so I don't want any leaks. I'm trying to avoid that. Kind of just wish I had the pond done, that way it would have all winter to fill up. It wouldn't take too long. I came down here yesterday, no, the day, what day during Thursday, and that creek was flowing really well, so there's a lot of runoff once all the other ponds are full that comes into here, so it shouldn't be a problem staying full, especially with this clay right here. It does not really allow too much to drain through it. Those holes right there, they pretty much is what the pigs wallered out. But I mean, even during like the drought this summer, they still had water in them, so they never actually, anything actually ever really went dry around here. So I think that's going to be a good sign for pond. It'll look really nice in here. All right, got a couple more trees to take down, and then this side is done. Well, that's a wrap for today. I got all the trees back here taken down. It's still cold. And I think I got enough cleared. My water edge flag was right. It's actually inside the burn pile right now. Yeah, the orange flag right there, inside that log, is right there. So I think I have enough room to slide this back and have enough room to move the fence right up through there. Might end up taking these couple, 3 or 4 trees here out. Give me a little bit more room to run the fence up here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And then that way I can slide the pond dam down and make it just a little bit bigger. But yep, all that's cleared now. Trying to leave the oak trees that I can. Most of these are poplar, but make it look as nice as possible. So that's a wrap for today. Let that dry out, and maybe it'll catch on fire next weekend. Let's do a cold start. I've never started this dozer when it was 15 degrees before, so let's see. It always starts phenomenally, so let's see what happens. I'm curious. I don't even know if it has glow plugs on it. No, it doesn't even turn that way. All right, let's see what happens. Cold start. Oh yeah. Oh, it's smoky. All right, I could probably use that extension on the exhaust pipe now. Not too bad for 15 degrees. It's a good old cat. I love this thing. Just purrs right along. I think I'm going to work a couple hours this afternoon and see if I can't get the road cut out, at least to the fence, and a little stone raked in here with the Mini. Is it bad that it's 30 degrees and it feels like summertime? Ah, this stuff's still frozen. Yeah, stone's still frozen. Maybe that'll break up. I hope this little thing will dig that dirt. Yeah, that's definitely frozen. Well, this should be interesting. Well, it's not very often you see frozen dirt 3 to 4 inches thick in the south. That just does not happen here very often, especially pretty much overnight. But I'm breaking it up and laying it back here, and I hope to get that cut out to about where I'm sitting. So I got about 35, 40 feet or so cut out. A nice little pile of topsoil there. Whenever that dries out enough and the tracks unfreeze on the loader, I can use that to move that. So I'm going to finish unrolling this fabric. I think I have about that much left on there, and I'm actually going to go get this skid steer. It's down there under the shelter, and push that rock in here with that, because I can do it so much faster and a lot easier. And that's a wrap for today. Look at all my frozen stone right there. Still probably got 3 loads left, but I got it extended out onto the other side of the fence line now. Look at all that water coming out of it that ran in there. I got to put a pipe in. I started cutting the ditch and then I forgot about it when I was cutting that out. So I'll cut that down a little bit lower, and I'm just going to put like a 6-inch pipe under here just to catch the runoff that comes off this little area, and send it off down into the woods down there. Making progress. So once it comes over here, the main road's going to come in from there. I need to start, I'll take the loader, move all that dirt out, start curving this. It's going to kind of go out into the field a little bit and then curve back just to kind of tie it in with that road right there. In fact, it really needs to start curving a little bit more than this, but I'll figure it out. I think the road's going to stiffen up pretty good. I'm out of breath again. I just spent the last 15 minutes with a digging bar chiseling out around the top rollers on the track loader because it's still frozen solid, and we'll make sure those rollers turn. They turn now. I got a little bit of time this afternoon. I'm going to move this pile of topsoil out of the way. I'm just going to scoop it up back over there as long as it doesn't get too soft, and add it to that pile right there. Let's get to it before it gets dark. Don't have much time. Sun's going down. that was the cows. All the topsoil is moved now. I guess the bright side is there's some beautiful topsoil on this end of the farm. From like the gate down, it's this just blackest rich dirt you've seen here, which is not common for this area at all. So I am stockpiling every little bit that I can. I guess that's the bright side about having to undercut that so much, is that I get a nice stockpile of topsoil to use around here. Most of that's probably going to go on the pond dam, since there is about, I don't know, a ½ inch of topsoil on that side of the farm. Can you see the smoke laying in there? Somebody's burning over there. I got competition. I should set my brush pile on fire. Not today though, so that's working out pretty good. That road is going to kind of come right through here and then curve back, so I'll just kind of keep curving this road right into here, and then I'll have this weird area of something to do right there. I don't know what, but figure that out later. All right, well, every little bit that I can work over here is that much more I get done.